Ravens fan, you won't believe what the Bills fans did. After all the tension from the game, with that Mark Andrews mistake that left the team in a tough spot, something very unexpected happened. Instead of just criticizing, like many did, the Bills fans came together to support a cause that means a lot to Andrews and to thousands of people. And you know what's even more impressive? They exceeded the fundraising goal in record time. Stay with me until the end to learn all about this story, because what happened will surprise you in ways you can't even imagine. Go Ravens! Mark Andrews from the Baltimore Ravens was in a tough situation in the game against the Buffalo Bills. His team needed a 2-point conversion to tie the game, but Andrews couldn't catch the pass, and the mistake ended up being costly. After that, he found himself at the center of a lot of criticism, with some fans even making threats. But something unexpected happened. Instead of following the wave of criticism, Bills fans decided to take a different approach. Instead of focusing on the mistake, they chose to help. The idea was simple, yet powerful. Instead of attacking Andrews, the Bills fans started a fundraiser for Breakthrough T1D, a charity that the tight end supports. Andrews, who has been diagnosed with type 1 diabetes since childhood, has always been involved with this cause. Instead of succumbing to the negative atmosphere, the Bills fans turned their frustration from the game into a form of support that few expected. The fundraising started with a $5,000 goal, but soon surpassed expectations. In no time, the campaign had raised over $42,000, far exceeding the original target. The gesture was not only a way to support Breakthrough T1D, but also an example of how sports can unite people, even in times of fierce rivalry. This action showed that kindness and support for a cause can be more powerful than any defeat on the field. This gesture of empathy is not something you see every day, especially amidst such intense competition. And this wasn't the first time that Bills fans had shown their generosity. Their action not only benefited Andrews' cause, but it also makes us reflect on how sports rivalries can be set aside when something more important is at stake. The gesture of Bills fans was more than just a simple fundraiser. They showed that, even in the midst of fierce rivalry, compassion can be stronger than any sports rival. The immediate support for Mark Andrews' cause had a significant impact not only on fundraising, but also on how the public perceives the role of fans and socials. In a world where negativity often seems to dominate, the Bills fans stood out by doing something that really mattered for the well-being of others. The fact that in just a few days, the initial $5,000 goal was surpassed by over $40,000 demonstrates the scale of the mobilization. This also reflects how sports fans can come together for something bigger than team rivalries. The Bills Mafia wasn't just donating money, but also sending an important message about empathy and respect. Their gesture wasn't just help for a cause, but also a reminder that behind the competition, there are people who ultimately seek the common. This movement, though a response to a specific mistake by Andrews, brought to light something much greater: the importance of mutual support in tough times. Instead of focusing on the frustration of the game, the fans chose to focus on something that could make a difference in the lives of many people battling type 1 diabetes. This act of generosity not only helped break through T1D, but also showed that sports, despite rivalries, can be a platform for doing. This kind of attitude is rare, and the way the Bills Mafia came together for this cause reinforces the altruistic nature of the fan base. And remembering other similar campaigns organized by this fan base, it's clear that the generosity of Bills fans goes beyond just a moment of empathy. Mark Andrews is not just a football player. He carries a story of overcoming and dedication to a cause that is very important. Diagnosed with type 1 diabetes at the age of 9, he has been a passionate advocate for Breakthrough T1D, an organization that works to help children and young people manage this condition. For Andrews, this cause is not just a charitable project, it's a life mission. He knows how challenging it can be to grow up with this condition, and his involvement with the foundation is his way of giving back everything he has learned over the years. When the Bills fans decided to donate to Breakthrough T1D, instead of criticizing, it was a reflection of how fans can understand the humanity of players beyond their on-field performances. The support from Bills Mafia, which now exceeds $40,000, is a symbol of how fans can connect with the personal side of athletes and recognize the struggles they face. Andrew's cause is something he lives with every day, and seeing so many people rallying around this fight is incredibly meaningful. By focusing on supporting Breakthrough T1D, the Bills fans didn't just help Andrews. They also amplified the visibility of a disease that affects millions of people worldwide. This kind of mobilization doesn't happen by chance. It stems from a deeper understanding of what sports really represent, not just as a competition, but as a platform for generating positive change. The support for Andrews Foundation is a reminder of how simple gestures can have a profound impact. This support also serves to show that, even in a league where rivalry is intense, sports have the power to unite people around noble causes. And observing how Breakthrough T1D received unexpected attention and support, we are reminded that kindness and empathy can overcome even the biggest challenges. Well, we've passed the halfway point of the video, but before we continue, I noticed that you haven't liked this video yet. It's really important for YouTube to continue recommending my content to you. So go ahead and hit that like button. It's free and really helps. Thanks. Let's keep going. The action of the Bills fans in supporting Mark Andrews and Breakthrough T1D was not an isolated. In fact, Bills Mafia has an impressive history of mobilizing for social causes. In 2019, for example, the Bills fanbase raised over $300,000 for Lamar Jackson's charity, the Baltimore Ravens quarterback. This gesture reflected the character of the fanbase, which understands that there are things more important than just winning or losing games. The rivalry between NFL teams is fierce, but that has never stopped Bills fans from acting with kindness. With each new campaign, Bills fans show that their passion for the team goes beyond the field. They are known for their community actions and for using their energy to help others, no matter where they come from. The attitude toward Andrews follows the same generosity pattern that has been a defining feature of Bills Mafia. For them, true sportsmanship is not about taking advantage of a mistake, but about supporting those in need. This kind of attitude goes beyond a simple fundraising campaign. It is a demonstration of the power of a group of people united for a greater purpose. When Bills Mafia gets involved in social causes, they prove that fan bases can be a force for positive change. This is a legacy of empathy and solidarity that transcends the natural rivalry between NFL teams. With actions like this, Bills Mafia continues to stand out as one of the most altruistic fan bases in the world. This is not the first time Bills Mafia has come together for a good cause, and with each new campaign, their impact grows. In observing how this fan base has mobilized, it's clear that, for them, sports is more than just a competition. It's a way to make the world a better place. The kindness shown by Bills Mafia has a far greater impact than simply raising money for a cause. It serves as an example for other fan bases and for the sports community at large. In a world where sports rivalries can sometimes turn into hostility, Bills Mafia has proven that it's possible to be competitive on the field while showing empathy and humanity off the field. The campaign supporting Breakthrough T1D not only helped promote an important cause, but also sent a powerful message about how sports can unite people for a greater. This kind of attitude also brings up an important discussion about the role of fans in sports. By choosing to support Mark Andrews' cause, Bills fans not only showed solidarity, but also reinforced the idea that sports are a platform to promote positive social change. Each donation, each gesture of support, is a contribution to a greater understanding that humanity should always come before rivalry. Instead of celebrating the defeat of an opponent, it's more important to celebrate the victories we can achieve together. The impact of actions like this goes far beyond raising money. They remind us that everyone, regardless of the team they support, is part of a larger community. Bills Mafia's gesture is proof that, in the end, we are all connected in a deeper way than we realize. Generosity has no boundaries, and solidarity may be the key to changing the world. This action leads us to reflect on the power that fan bases have to transform sports into something even more meaningful. Observing the positive impact this campaign had, we can believe that sports, when practiced with a community spirit, can be a powerful tool for good. What Bills fans did for Mark Andrews is undoubtedly something we don't see every day. In the middle of a fierce rivalry, they came together to support the type 1 diabetes cause, raising over $40,000, showing that in sports, no matter how much teams compete, solidarity can always prevail. This gesture reminds us that, in the end, we are all human, and rivalry takes a back seat when it comes to helping others. So, what do you think about this? Do you think gestures like this can change the way we view rivalries in sports, or is it just an isolated action? Comment below. I want to know your opinion. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel to stay updated on everything happening with the Ravens. See you in the next video.